What's up, everybody? It's Stas here. Welcome back to another video. As you guys read in the title of this video, I just wanted to go over the couple of trades that I made this week in the stock market, pretty much starting out the month of July in 2018. So before I get into the topic of this video, for all you new viewers out there, my name is Stas, and I make videos dealing with swing trading, day trading, long-term investing, and pretty much my philosophies and strategies dealing with the stock market. So if you're interested in anything like that, feel free to drop a like, leave a comment, and subscribe. And let's get started with the topic of this video. So to talk about a trade that I took profits on today, actually, was LABU. And LABU, for those of you guys that don't know, it's an inverse ETF, and its inverse is LABD. And these two ETFs, they trade based upon SPS IBI, this particular S&P Biotechnology Industry Index. So pretty much whenever this index is going up in price, LABU is going up in price as well. And this is one that I actually took a position in last week. For those of you guys that recall that video, I got in at about $94.95, and this was actually a week-long swing trade. And pretty much, guys, why I was attracted to LABU in the first place was because of the particular pattern that it's on. We see here that it's pretty much been on an uptrending pattern for the past couple of months, right? Pretty much since mid-March, it's been on an uptrending pattern, meaning it's creating higher highs, right? One high here, the next high here, the next high here, the next high here, right? That's very clear to see. And it's creating higher lows as well, with the low being here at about $68, here at about $75, and here at about $92. And pretty much what this means, guys, is that, LABU is uptrending, and it's also trading above the EMA line and also the 180-day SMA line, as well as the 50-day SMA line. And you can see here clearly, guys, that, the candlesticks are bouncing on top of the EMA line, meaning it's acting as a support level, so that's also a very good sign as well. So we saw this massive pullback from about 116, and we can see that 116 was, a previous resistance level, and actually ended up bouncing down at that same exact price point. And then it started to consolidate here on the 180-day SMA line. And if you guys go back to that video that I'm talking about, this is where I saw value in LABU, and as it started to consolidate there, and we saw, I think, 2 green days in a row, and that's when I took my position in LABU, because it was showing some strong consolidation on the 180-day SMA line. And again, if this indicator is acting as a support level, that's a very good sign that the particular stock or the ETF is looking to bounce at that particular price point. It does not always mean that, but it's a good sign if it's showing some consolidation. So that's what it ended up doing. I was in at about $93 average position because I actually bought on the dip again, and I mentioned that in my previous video as well. So pretty much from my $93.50 position, I actually took profits today at about 107. It was a very good trade. It was about 13% profit, and this was actually a longer term swing trade. Usually you guys watch my videos on this channel, all my swing trades are pretty much 2 to 3 days, with the companies that I'm holding, like Monster, Pepsi, all these different companies that I'm holding long term, right? These are longer term swing trades, like 2, 3, 4 months, and even longer than that. But the inverse ETFs that I trade, usually I'm in and out of those between 2 to 3 days, but this one actually ended up being a week. So this was my biggest position over the past week, and I'm glad I was able to take profits today. So another trade that I was able to take today was in Gush, ticker symbol GUSH, and this is another inverse ETF. Its inverse being DRIP, ticker symbol DRIP, and these two inverse ETFs, they trade based upon XOP, which is an S&P oil and gas ETF. And pretty much whenever this ETF XOP is going up in price, Gush is going up in price as well, but whenever it's going down in price, DRIP is going up in price. So pretty much why I saw potential in Gush, right, the bull ETF, was pretty much because XOP has been on an ascending uptrend pattern as well. Just like LABU, right? This one's on an uptrending pattern as well. And for those of you guys that have been watching my videos for a while, I like to stick to stocks and ETFs that are pretty much on an uptrending pattern. That's pretty much my style of trading, and that's how I've been doing it for the past 2 years. So we see here, guys, okay, it's on an ascending uptrend pattern. It's making higher highs. The EMA line is acting as a support level. And if we look at XOP on a closer scale here on the 20-day 1-hour chart, we can draw some trend lines here, and pretty much understand the channel that XOP is pretty much trading in right now. So we see here, guys, pretty much like I said before, XOP is on an ascending uptrend pattern, and we could see it here even closer over the past 2 weeks. It's been pretty much following that same exact pattern. It's creating higher highs, right? And it's creating higher lows. Each time it bounces, pretty much, it's at a higher level than it was the previous time it bounced. So we see here it bounced at $40.25, here at about $41.20, here at about $41.45, here at about $42, and then it bounced again here at about $42.30. You guys can see this pattern. So pretty much when I got into Gush, right? The bull ETF was pretty much earlier today. We see XOP was pretty much consolidating at this point where it would bounce if it continued this particular channel that it's on. And this is indicated here by this trend line. We see it bounced exactly on that trend line that we drew, and that pretty much just validated the particular pattern that it's on. So once I saw, XOP start to consolidate here, and start to push up right when the market opened, that's when I realized, okay, this could be a good opportunity to scale my money into Gush. And that's exactly what I ended up doing, right? And we see Gush right here. We can see it bounced on this SMA line right here, this yellow SMA line, the 180-day SMA line, right? And we do use that as a good buying indicator. If a stock or an ETF, its candlesticks start to bounce and hold above an EMA line or an SMA line, right? And that's exactly what it ended up doing. And I ended up getting in at about $39. And I ended up selling at about $41.50. And again, like I've told you guys in previous videos, my daily or weekly goal, is 5%. And we can see here that this trade was a 6.6% trade. And pretty much I hit my weekly goal on one trade. And that's what I've pretty much just been trying to focus on. I've been trying to focus on a couple of stocks and ETFs per week, really trying not to overtrade and just focusing on patterns that I understand and stocks and ETFs that I've been trading for a while, right? And Gush and Drip being two of these, inverse ETFs that I've been trading for a while. And the reason why I got out, guys, pretty much, Gush does have more room to push up, in my personal opinion, but like I said, my weekly goal is 5%. So I was already up 6%, and holding over the weekend is not something that I'm really comfortable doing with all these inverse ETFs. If we're talking stocks, it's different. It's different holding a stock over the weekend, or as opposed to holding an inverse ETF over the weekend. So I was already up 6.6%, like I showed you guys, and I took my profits there. It does have potential to keep shooting up. If it does continue to follow the particular pattern that it's on, we could see it hit highs of $43. Who really knows? And if it does continue to shoot up, maybe I take another day trade in Gush, on Monday or Tuesday. But till then, my money's out of Gush, and I might be looking more into Drip now, because once this one starts to top out wherever it ends up topping out at, let's say it's at $42 and it starts to go back down, that would be a good opportunity to hop into the inverse, which is Drip. We see Drip, it could be at a good buying opportunity right now, but over the long run, Drip is a downtrending ETF. So these are, a little bit more dangerous, in my personal opinion, to be trading. So that's why I'm not holding this one over the weekend as well, right? And if this ends up being a good buying opportunity for Drip, this one does have some decent potential back up to about $6.15, which is close to about 7% potential for profit. So that's pretty much what I did with Gush, right? I took a nice little day trade in Gush, and other than the DGAS trade earlier this week that I showed you guys, and if you guys did not watch that video, it's I think 2 videos before this one, these are the only 2 other trades that I've made. And I actually talked about this on my Instagram story that personally, guys, I like sticking to quality picks and really just staying to a couple of stocks and ETFs that I understand. I don't believe in taking positions every single day, right, if I don't see opportunities in the market. I really just realized that, I've been realizing that a bunch of beginners feel like they have to take positions every single day, but that's really not the way to go. It's not, it's not a really good thing to overtrade, because you're just pretty much even if you could get addicted to trading, right? If you're trading every single day, putting in money every single day, even if it's not the best opportunity out there, right? You could end up losing money in the long term if you begin to pick bad quality stocks or ETFs just in order to take a trade that particular day. So pretty much I'm just trying to tell you guys that if you don't see an opportunity, it's okay to just sit on that cash, keep the cash in your portfolio. Wait till the next day, maybe wait till the day after that, and then reanalyzing the markets, reanalyzing the charts, and then putting money into that particular stock or ETF. That's what I usually recommend to all beginners out there that are asking me questions on Instagram, on here. So pretty much that's the video, guys. If you enjoyed it, feel free to drop a like, leave a comment, and subscribe. Follow me on Instagram. The link is down below in my description. @StriveSmart is my username. So if you guys would like to see my profits, trades I'm taking throughout the day, what I'm doing throughout the day, and just random stuff, polls, whatever, like stuff like that, follow me on my Instagram. And you guys, I would love to have you guys in the community. And make sure to do your own research and due diligence when it comes down to picking stocks in the stock market, buying or selling. Do not do any of these different things, without doing your own research and understanding it for yourself. Pretty much do not buy or sell in anyone else's opinion is the moral, of that message. So again, guys, hope you guys found value in this video. If you did, feel free to drop a like, leave a comment, subscribe. Let's make some money today. Peace.